I cut my friends for personal growth. And I'm very particular about making new friends. And I usually cut friends who doesn't add value to my life anymore. And I'm okay doing it. Allowing which friends to be in my close friend circle has been so vital for my personal growth. And I personally experienced the good things and the bad things about doing it. So 10 years ago, when I first started invest in personal development, I was so obsessed in readings, in attending seminars, online course. I'm so obsessed in it because it helped me grow so much. And I started to share a lot of things in my social medias. And what happened that time is that my so-called best friends back in the college and university time, we used to hang out together, and it seems like they don't like what I share. They think that I've been possessed by some demons and they think I'm crazy. So what they do is that they don't like what I share, and they started to comment something nasty in my social media. And it actually hurt me so much that time because I didn't get the distinctions why they don't like it. Why something good that I share, they help a lot of people in their personal growth. They just don't like it, and they started to comment those nasty things. Sooner or later, every time that I post something on social medias, they will start to comment nasty things. Up until a point that I can't take it, and I was so frustrated, and I don't understand why the so-called best friends started to do something like this to me. Remember, we used to hang out, we used to go to do all the things together during the college time. So I decided to cut those friends from my social media by blocking them. And that actually triggered them, make them so angry that they think that I already changed to another person. So I'm no longer the persons that they used to hang out with, which is true because I keep growing and they are not. So it is so nasty to a point that they started to talk bad about me among other friends. And then they even create a chat group just to talk bad about me. And the funny thing is that one of the people that actually participate, he actually added me into the groups and let me see all the chat, which actually makes me even more furious. And that's the point that I decided to cut all the friends and I no longer want to have any relationship with them. Fast 10 years later, I realized that I started a business and they are still working as a salary employee, which is nothing wrong, but I make a significant advance in my life. So I want to share with you that if you make the right decisions about choosing what kind of friends you allow in your friend circles, it will actually help you in your life by becoming better. Probably you will start your own business and make more money, have a better lifestyle and so. Or perhaps it will help you in your career, in your current employment job as well. So there are there are actually 4 tips if you want to have that significant growth in your personal development. If you feel like that you are currently not moving, if you feel like you have a boring life, if you feel like you are not advancing in your life right now, right? Every weekends, every day, you're just hanging out for no purpose, and then you don't feel excited about your life anymore. You have to start looking at your friend circle because those are the friends that have similar characteristics as well. They have also similar problem as well, but they choose to avoid dealing with it. I choose the opposite way of looking at it and face the reality and deciding like what should I do next. So eventually I make a decision to cut all my friends who doesn't add value in my life. And I want to share with you these 3 tips to enhance your personal life right now. Number 1 is that you have to decide what kind of life that you want in your life, right? Because do you want to improve? Do you want to have a better lifestyle? Do you want to make more money? Do you want to have a better career, better promotions, start your own business, and may have a better partners, husband, girlfriend, wife, whatever it is? What kind of life that you want in your life? If you have a positive imagination, it's like, okay, I want this kind of life, but you're not living that kind of life right now, right? Of course, there are so many factors that are affecting you right now. You're not taking enough actions. I mean, you're not improving enough, but one of the factors we talk about in this video is your friend circles. So relook at your friend circles by starting to decide what kind of life you want. And then that will you will start to look at your friend circles right now, like what kind of friends you want to allow them to be in your friend circles. You have to decide which friends actually will bring you up and which friends will only want to stay where you are. They don't want you to improve because they just want to stay the same and they want you to stay the same with them. So if you make some significant improvement, they'll become jealous, they don't like it, and they will start to, talk bad about you. I personally experienced those things. You must be willing to pay the price in order to get the life that you want. The other distinctions that I learned along the way is that in order to live the lifestyle that you want, the lifestyle that you imagine right now, it takes sacrifices in your relationship, whether it's in a serious relationship, whether it's in what they call your friends relationship. So this is the first tip. Decide what kind of life that you want in your life, and then you start to look at your friend circles. The second thing is that you have to start ranking your friends. I have a ranking system internally where I will look at my friends and I will rank it based on the value that they add in my life. And also I will decide, I will rank it based on whether I can help them, whether I enjoy hanging out with them. I mean, basically, at the end, it's all about value exchange. What kind of values they bring into my life? Does that make me happy? But does that make me bring me to better lifestyles? Or do they actually help me in my business? I will look at it this way. So I have a ranking system from 1 to 10, right? 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. And I even have negative ranking because I know that their value is no longer the same with my value anymore, and I will just put it in the negative ranking, and this is the friends that I will decide to cut immediately. So I usually will take some time to look at, to deal with them, to chat with them, and then some of them, when you spend your time to chat with them, you probably don't even know at the very beginning because you didn't know them well enough yet. But after 1 month, 2 months, when you hang out more often together, then you will start to see that, okay, after chatting more, the value that they have does not align with you anymore. So I rank it from 1 to 10. If let's say, for example, they are ranked below 5, means 1 to 5. To me, it would just be a hi and bye friends. I wouldn't cut them off, but I would just less talking to them. It was just nice to catch up. That's it. Then if those friends who are and above, 5 to 10, these are the friends actually I will prioritize the most. I will actually help them the most. And they will actually do the same because we are in the same values, and the same value usually will attract to each other. Number 3 is that I let go those friends who no longer provide value in my life, okay? And even they are my best friends, even though that I actually spend a lot of time with them. And once I realize that they're no longer in line with me, okay? They no longer add value to my life, and I can no longer add value in their life, I will actually start cutting them off, right? Based on the ranking system. And I have friends, I have so-called friends who I used to talk frequently on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. And at certain points, after I get to know them better, I realize that they are not the type of friends that I enjoy spending time with anymore, because I realize that their value is not the value that I want. It's not in line with my values. So what I do is that I usually will be honest and actually share my thought and opinion with them. Some of them can take it, some of them actually cannot take it. So if they can take it and they're willing to improve, then usually I will keep them in my friend circles, because I actually improve a lot. I actually study a lot. I learn a lot from my mentors until I internalize every good characters that my mentor have, to a point that I know what is good value and what is bad values, right? So I constantly improve myself in such a way that I know how to differentiate what is the good characters, what are the good habits, what should I do, compared to, those people who just want to stay the same, stay comfortable in their life and never improve. So with that, when I met those friends who are willing to improve, after I share my opinions and they're willing to listen, I usually will keep them in friend circles, and I usually will want them to improve together with me as well. But of course, there are some people who will feel very annoyed after, spending time with me for quite some time, and they cannot take it, or they are not at that level yet. So usually they will walk away from me, which is, I'm okay with that, because all I want to do is that I want to add value to my friends, and hopefully they can add value back to me, because we have similar topics to talk about. We can talk about business, we can talk about personal development, we can talk about future planning, we can talk about better lifestyles. If they have the same value with you, there are so many things they can talk with you. So doing these steps with the decisions making of what kind of life you want, rank your friends, right, based on the ranking system, and then after that, let go those friends who no longer add value to your life, or no longer in the same wavelength, same value with you. These 3 steps has been helping me so much throughout my entrepreneurship journey, throughout my career, which I don't have to deal with a lot of drama anymore. When you are in a relationship, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband and wife relationship, or just normal friends relationship, there are certain friends who really create a lot of drama in your life. And you already have so many things to take care: your families, your personal life, your business, your career, your finance, everything. And suddenly you have to deal with a lot of your friends' drama. I mean, if it's a good drama once in a while, it's okay. But if it's constantly just pulling you down, I'm okay to let them go. And I'd rather be alone. I don't want to have friends for the sake of having friends. And I'd rather be alone because I can achieve so many things and I have the focus that I have 100% for myself. Yeah, then that's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make because I am so obsessed about my personal development. I am so obsessed of my business, of my career. I want to have a better lifestyle. I want to make more money. I want to help more people. And I need that kind of focus to do that. And talking about this, I also make a decision that I am willing to be single for quite some times. And I'm willing to sacrifice that period. Like, I'd rather be single and just to focus on my business, just to focus on my career. I'd rather sacrifice a few years, whether it's 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, doesn't matter to me. So to achieve the personal development, to achieve the level that I want to go. And then from there, I know once I achieve that, I have certain success, I have certain milestone in my life, I will have more like-minded friends that will come to me. I will have more A-class friends, business partners, spouse that will actually come to me. And I have the chance, I have the power, I have the control to choose who do I want to spend time with. And I know other people like, because they don't know what they want in their life. So, and then they feel lonely and then they don't know what to do. Their life is boring. And then it reaches to a certain point that they don't know what they want. And then they will just want to hang out with friends who doesn't bring them up. And because they're also kind of lost, they don't know what to do. And then they will just stay comfortable like that, do not know how to get out of do not know how to improve their life at the end. So doing this has been so helpful to me. And I hope these 3 steps will help you to improve your life as well by cutting your friends. It won't be so easy to accept by other people, but it works so well for me. And I hope that it will help you as well. If you enjoy these videos, please help me to like and subscribe to the channels. And please help me to leave a comment and whether do you like it, whether do you hate it, or you don't totally agree with it. I'm fine. And I just want to know the response. And see you in the next video.